A green mound juniper. And how long does it take to get to that kind of growth?
Okay, it's probably, that happens to be my tree. And I put on there, and it's an estimate only, of about 15 years that it's been growing, okay? Because it was at least 9, 10 years old when I got it. And they have a tendency just to make a green mound, okay? They cover every little spot where they can find it, and it's just a solid foliage.
Now,
and so,
how much time and effort does it make to craft this so that it will grow in this manner? I imagine it's a lot more work than people imagine.
Oh, it is. The problem is that originally this tree was styled from its original, wild look to not where it is today, but initial deal. It took an afternoon, okay, a day. But over the years, I've put in probably hundreds of hours.
So there's a fair amount. If you want to get into bonsai, be aware that there is a fair amount of maintenance.
Oh yes, but it's development. It's not so much maintenance; it's development. Okay, because I've cut it back several times. I've wired it, and it just there's a lot of work into it. And then on top of that, there's a lot of worrying about it. Yeah.
So you have to keep it from growing beyond its size, but you also have to keep it alive while you're doing it.
Oh, absolutely. And that's there's an old saying in bonsai that the trees survive or even thrive not because of what we do to them, but in spite of what we do to them.
And the origins of bonsai, what prompted this practice in the first place?
Well, originally it was, I understand it was Chinese that would go into mountainous areas, and they would get to a situation where there was a lot of rock, okay, mostly just rock, and then there would be a little pockets in there that had soil in it, okay, and maybe seeds grew in there, maybe birds dropped seeds or whatever, and trees grew in there. Well, they were naturally stunted because there wasn't much soil, okay, and they just came in there and they would just uproot them. It was easy because they did, you can't put your roots into rock, and they would put them in pots, okay, and that's where it started, and that's where what bonsai means in Japan in Japanese is a tree in a pot.
65 Green Springs.
And how many years ago did that begin?
Oh God, probably thousands of years ago. And then, but the Japanese, like everything the Japanese do, they took the Chinese practices and they made it into an art and a science.
Well, it's very impressive. And your name again is Rick?
Rick Gilbert.
Well, Rick, thank you very much. I'm going to take some stills now from this point because I realize I have only so much video.
Sure.
So we'll stop that here.